What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. I have to talk about this situation with Isaiah Wilson. I'm not going to do any fancy editing because this story is just sad. I did a video recently about Isaiah Wilson, about how his career was done in Tennessee. He put that out there. He put out a tweet that he was no longer going to be playing for the team that drafted him. And for those of you who are not familiar with Isaiah Wilson, he is a former first-round draft pick of the Tennessee Titans. And he never played at all. He only played a couple of snaps, and he was a first-round pick, all right? And he broke protocols. He's partying. And he just has no care in the world whatsoever, to the point to where Tennessee gave up on him after one season. They gave up on him. They traded him to the Miami Dolphins, only for the Miami Dolphins to cut bait with him as well. And I want people to understand something. I don't make these videos because I like making them. I make them because there's a point. It's very, very sad what's happening to this young man. You can tell that this was a guy who had structure when he was in college. He even had a steady girlfriend. Y'all remember the girl in the infamous video? Yeah, this is the Isaiah Wilson from the infamous video of him being drafted and his mother, grabbing the girl up off of his lap, or right, it was his lap, but who was hugging him, right? That was him. And from that moment on, it's been downhill ever since. Because see, when he was in college, he had structure. He was on a college campus. He was around coaches that believed in him, that pushed him, right? Only for him to get drafted and start doing things like this. Things like this. Now, this article here is Bro Bible, and the other one here is NY Post. But I just want y'all to take a look at this. I can't play the music. And somebody, I guess, recorded this on an IG Live. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe he's rapping in the song. Here you have a guy who went from having a structured environment in college to having his fingernails painted. He's partying with his shirt off, with chains around his neck. I don't know who this lady with him is. I don't know if that's his girlfriend, new girlfriend. I don't know if that's his friend. But he just seems to have no care in the world. And now he has lost his job with the Miami Dolphins. And the saddest part about this situation to me is not that he was released after being traded his rookie season, but you have people making excuses for him on Twitter. They're making excuses for this guy. Oh, nothing is wrong with him. Why are y'all going after this young man? There's nothing wrong with him dancing on cars with his shirt off when he can't even check in to his new team. When he promised the Miami Dolphins he would get his act together, and he did not. But you got all these people trying to make excuses for this, and he is a grown man choosing to drive up and down the streets with this particular female. Don't know who she is, right? Maybe his friend, maybe his girlfriend, who knows, right? Instead of him checking into the team, going through his physical, he ghosts them. But you have all these people making excuses for him. They're making excuses for him. And he doesn't need excuses. What he needs is accountability. That's what he had in college. I'm not saying that Tennessee didn't give him that, but when you give this guy the type of money that they gave him, you lose your sense. You get to the top of where you want it to be. You get to where you want to be, and you no longer feel like you have to work that hard anymore. So now all you want to do is do what you want to do. You want to have fun. You want to, you want to do this. You want to hop on top of cars and do this when you're supposed to be checking in with the team. But you have people that are making excuses for this. They're acting like ain't nothing going on here. Nothing to see here. That's the problem. That's why you have a lot of these young males, especially a lot of these young black males, who cannot succeed because too many people are making excuses for them, telling them that everything is everybody else's fault, not to have any accountability whatsoever. This young man needs accountability. Let's get into this article. This is from Bro Bible. The Isaiah Wilson era in Miami is officially over. After 2 weeks ago, the Dolphins traded a 7th round draft pick for the troubled Titans' 1st round pick, but unfortunately things did not work out. Friday night, Wilson uploaded a video of himself dancing on top of a car and another video of himself vaping. And these are the videos here. Less than 24 hours after the video surfaced, the Miami Dolphins cut him because they didn't feel he was serious about playing football after he skipped out on voluntary workouts to do whatever he was doing. And this is from Cameron Wolf. Dolphins are planning to cut offensive tackle Isaiah Wilson, who they just acquired in a trade from Tennessee earlier this week. Gotta get it right. Earlier this week, sources said, okay. Adam H. Beasley first. Wilson was late for his physical onboarding process and skipped optional workouts he committed to, plus offered help but wasn't interested. Once again, man, no structure. I don't even think dude has a real father figure in his life. Maybe he does, but they're not reaching him. Something is wrong there. This guy left college after being a redshirt sophomore. And you can tell he's just not used to freedom like that. He's not used to having money to be able to buy whatever he wants. Now he got all these new friends. None of these friends he has now would have cared about him if he wasn't an NFL player. But it seems to me that he has surrounded himself with a bunch of yes people who don't have his best interest at heart, because if they did, they would have told him, listen, you got to show up. You got to go to those workouts. You committed to it. You told the Dolphins you would do one thing because you wanted out of your situation with Tennessee after one season. So you go to another team, you commit to doing the things necessary to be a part of that team, and you don't do it. And here you got a bunch of grown people, especially a lot of these grown males, telling people they're wrong for holding him accountable. I'm sorry, he signed a contract for millions of dollars. If you don't want people to hold him accountable for that, what do you expect him to be accountable for? All right. This is also from Ian Rappaport. This is true and sad. The Dolphins have tried to help, but Isaiah Wilson has indicated he doesn't want help right now. So the former first rounder has been released. See, this is the problem when you get large amounts of money in a short amount of time. You don't know how to deal with it. I don't know if Isaiah Wilson truly cared about football. I don't think he cared about football. I really don't. I think he was just big and he was able to learn the game and play, but I don't think he had a passion for it. You're in your rookie season. You're not even trying hard. I understand we had the CV situation, and that could make you not want to show up because you don't want to get sick, right? But the guy is partying. He's drinking codeine syrup. Or lean, whatever. And you still have people making excuses for him. This is a grown man that they see is deteriorating. His career is deteriorating, Because once you get traded from one team to another and they release you within a couple of weeks, your career is pretty much done. And because he still have untapped talent, there may be a team that takes a chance on him, but it won't be anytime soon unless he fully commits himself to it. Maybe, and I also will say this, he probably didn't get a chance to enjoy being a first round pick, and he feels like he can do it now. But bro, you have to compartmentalize. You got traded because you wanted to get traded. You went to Miami. Out of all the places, not to send them, but also because as a young player, you want to play in a city like Miami. You went from being in Nashville to being in Miami, and you blew that. Like how do you blow that? How do you destroy that opportunity? And again, I understand that there might be some mental health issues going on here, and that's why I think it's sad. Because you have people making excuses like nothing is wrong with him. He is too busy doing things like this. He's too busy doing things like this. And they are ignoring this. They're ignoring the fact that this guy clearly needs some help. He has too many, not only does he have yes people around him, by the way, where is his mother? Okay? Where is his mother? We need her. But, you know, once again, you got Isaiah Wilson, man. This is a guy who seems lost. Okay? And somebody needs to get to him and just talk to him, because something is wrong there. Something is wrong there. Some guys, you give them some money, you give them some fame, you see who they truly are. You look at his image when he was in college, right? Seemed like a guy who, student athlete, he had a girlfriend, right? Who I believe was his fiance. You saw him crying at draft night. Then you fast forward and you see him now. He cut his dreads, right? Now he's riding around with these randoms that didn't even know who he was less than a year ago. And you have people making excuses for this. That's the side that we're in. Black men don't need to be coddled. That's the wrong way to go about it. Now, I don't have all the answers, but I'm only going off what I see. And what I see is a very sad situation that can only get worse.